Hello, hello fans, hello my beloved friends, my beloved fans. You're welcome to our grammar class today. On today's class, we're going to discuss the transitive and intransitive verbs. This is another classifications of verbs. You remember that we've been discussing about verbs and their classifications. So we're going to look at the transitive and intransitive verbs. All right. A transitive verb is said to be any verb that transfers its action to a direct object. A verb is said to be transitive if the action of the verb is transferred to a direct object. A transitive verb is any verb that takes an object. If it doesn't take an object, then it is not a transitive verb. But before we go on, we would like to understand what an object is. An object is the word, the thing, or the person that takes or that suffers the action of the subject. In a sentence, you will have is the subject, the verb, and the object. So the object is anything, any person that suffers the action of the or that takes the action of the subject. That is what we call the object. So when a verb has an object, it has transferred that action of the subject to the object. Therefore, it is a transitive verb. This is what we mean here. Now let's look at the examples. 1. The man spent the money. You will see in this sentence that spent is the verb and the object is the money. So it is a transitive verb. Secondly, you invited the elders. You invited the elders. Invited here is the verb and the object is the elders. 3. The brave hunter killed a lion. The brave hunter killed killed a lion. Killed here is a verb and the object is lion. Amma swept the room. Swept here is the verb and room is the object. Ezinne corrected the impression. Here, corrected is the verb and impression is the object. Now, let's look at the intransitive verb. An intransitive verb does not need a direct object to make its meaning clear and complete. Its action is not transferred to a direct object. The verbs are complete in themselves. A transitive verb does not take an object, but rather it can take an adverbial. It can take adverbials to complete its meaning. Examples: the old man died this morning. The old man died this morning. You will see here that died is the verb here and it doesn't transfer the action because this morning is not an object. The young girl smiles always. Smiles is the verb here. We surrendered immediately. Our choir sings very well. The travelers appear very tired. The foolish boy laughs unnecessarily. We clapped spontaneously. She comes here every day. You will see that these verbs in these sentences, they don't have object. Now, there are some verbs that can be used both transitively and also as intransitive. These verbs, you can use them both ways. But the most important thing is that the ones you use transitively, they go with an object. The ones that, if it doesn't go with an object, it is used intransitively. The first one is ate. Peter ate the food. This one is used transitively. He ate in the morning. He ate in the morning. This one is used as intransitive. Secondly, the man tasted the wine. Tasted here is used as a transitive verb. The wine tasted awful. This one, tasted here is used as intransitive verb. Mary runs a race. Runs here is used as a transitive verb. Mary runs fast. Runs here is used as intransitive verb. The number 4. You cooked the tasteless food. You cooked the tasteless food. Cooked here is used transitively. She cooked yesterday. Cooked here is used as intransitive verb. Number five, Adobe smelled the stew. Smelled here is a transitive verb. The stew smelled bad. The stew smelled bad. This one is used as an intransitive verb. Now, there's something I want us to understand here. How do you know when a verb has an object? How do you know when it doesn't have an object? Now, how to determine this is if you have a sentence, you identify the verb in that sentence. If you're able to identify the verb, then so if what you have at the end of the sentence at the object side answers the question what, then you know it is an object. If it doesn't, then it is not an object. Let's take for instance the last sentence here says Adobe smelled the stew. Adobe smelled the stew. The verb here is smelled. You now ask yourself, smelled what? You see that answer is what? The stew. Smelled the stew. But the second one says the stew smelled bad. The stew smelled bad. Smelled what? You see that bad is not the answer. Bad tells you how it smelled, but not what it smelled. So this is how you identify the object in a sentence. Ask the verb what. If what you have at the object side is an object, it will answer that question. If not, then it is not an object. With this, we come to the end of the class. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time in our next class. Always remember to like and share my video. Follow my page for more interesting topics coming forth. Uh, it is still your favorite English teacher, Teacher Fidelia Wichichime. Nice having you here. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.